Yeah, how's it going, beautiful people? Once again, here we go. Here we go. Check it out. This time around, I'm framing this piece right here. What do you think of this painting, baby?
Oh my gosh, everyone's gonna go crazy. That's the one that we get asked about all the time.
It's going. This was a commission, and it's a city, of course. Ain't that something?
It's beautiful.
Yeah. And a nice stretcher. Staples in back. Signed by moi.
Turn it back around again. Let me see it one more time. Beautiful. Getting ready to get framed.
Getting ready.
Framed and shipped out.
Let's dust this off. Let's do this.
Framed and shipped out. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. So what were you going to tell me? What happened? What was going wrong?
Oh, in the last video when I was like, I've got to find a painting.
Vaya con Dios. Check it out. Bam.
I realized that I was a painting short on the order and that the painting I had with the order was not the painting that goes with it.
Oh.
So luckily I caught it beforehand, and I was just telling you how important it is that I keep track of all the orders. You know how normally I'm so good at keeping tags and which orders go with.
You actually are. I don't know why. So you're telling me that I almost
flubbed. I totally.
You almost sent something to someone else?
Yeah.
Oh man.
And luckily I caught it. I knew my gut, my spidey senses were like, that does not belong there.
No bueno.
So I did. I almost made a shipping error. And I'm always so good. Luckily, I keep tags per painting with which order, what number of, if it's multiples, you know. I always put like 1 of 5, whatever. So luckily, I caught it. Thank goodness for being.
Well.
Thank goodness for my organization.
I'm glad you're organized. How's it going, everybody? How's it going, Elbow Queen? How's it going, Curly Country Girl? How's it going, Ronnie Ortiz Arts? What's up? What's up, Pupe? How's it going? There's my man Pupe right there. Go check him out. Elise P. Malgado, something like that. Yeah. Hope everybody's doing great, you guys. I'm about to show you a little some right here. How I do it, right? How I do it. I'm going to put a painting together. Again, these are some of the things that I use. Look at that. Ooh la la. Some of the stuff that I use. I hope that you guys have questions, and I hope that you guys have the time or make the effort to ask them if you guys want some of my insights, some of my awesome insights. Hey guys, I was going to show you guys something real quick. Check this out. Check this out. This is a certificate for that painting, right? Check this out. I'm so proud of this. Look at that.
The embossed?
It's embossed, baby. It's embossed. Look at that. Ooh la la. If you guys haven't checked me out, by the way, on Facebook, go check this guy out. This guy's awesome. That Jose Trujillo guy. He seems like a fair dude.
I like him.
Maybe you like them. You like him so much. You want to have babies with him.
I married you. I like you so much.
Yeah. Here we go. Check it out.
Normally, you don't like me to tape, like to tape. Can I tape? Are you good while you're drilling?
Yeah. No, go ahead and tape. Wait, why are you putting me on the spot?
I'm sorry, honey. It's just I know it's noisy.
So what? It's a working environment. So yeah, as I was telling you guys earlier in the other video, if you guys are serious about doing your thing, I think it's super important that you get a hold of someone who's already creating flow. Who's not just on the grind, but who's producing and who's producing results as well. Someone who has results. If you're an artist, a working artist, or whatever your deal is. It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be someone from your own medium. That would be like the coolest thing, right? Someone from your medium that is actually doing great, creating some success. That way you can see the environment. It's not for the industry insights, because I mean it's not like Coca-Cola, like they have or it's not the Krusty Krab where they have a secret formula. Secret formula. My secret formula. There is no such thing as that. It's just work, guys. It's just a lot of work. Oh, upside down again. What am I doing today? Damn. My stuff looks so good that it looks so good upside down, too. Look at that.
That looks so beautiful.
This is one of the commissions that is going out. I showed you guys the earlier commission. Sending out 7 commissions total today out. I have the power to do it. If you guys are into commissioning something, let me know. I'll have it done. I'll make it happen. I'll do different types of commissions, portraits, landscapes, seascapes, blah 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 blah. I'm a painter, so it's not like just I only focus on one niche. No, I'm a painter. Okay, painting is my niche. The rest is just details. So, yeah, guys, you know, I think that's, man. If I had a chance to work with someone that was producing when I was starting out, that would have really helped me a lot.
But you know what, though, too? I think you did a lot of reading about from different businessmen who actually sold different mediums of artwork, like photographers and artists, and you did a lot of research. I think for people that feel like, if they feel like, oh, I can't go somewhere, like the internet has so many treasures for trying to figure out what it is that you need to do to create success in your field, right?
It does, and it doesn't. So here's why I'm going to say this, okay? Not to say that you don't have any value in saying that. It doesn't have any value. It does. The thing is that as I started learning more, I started realizing that there's a lot of people that teach stuff. That teach, like, they have knowledge.
But they don't have
But they're not doing it.
Right.
And this is what, let me take a sip of my Starbucks. This is what took me a long time to understand, because I was hustling.
No, you're right. I've said this before, that you have to make sure that the person is knowledgeable in...
The person is doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't want to find out by some artist that did it, 40 years ago and is not doing something today.
Right.
Because they might be completely off as to what it takes to get a product into the marketplace today, or what it takes to the type of effort. There was a lot of, what do you call it?
Yeah, you want to make sure they're the authority, right?
Well, yeah, but the authority in not just in knowledge and information, because anyone can just slap that on. There's a lot of public speakers that are like, I'm the authority on this, and they're not doing it. This is something that I learned from one of my mentors. Dude, before you take someone's advice, make sure that they're pushing, that they're doing it as they're telling you. Like, you want to take the advice of Michael Jordan about basketball, or the trainer, but see, it gets tricky. The waters get muddy, because in artwork you don't have trainers. You just have doers, or you have people that don't do it. And if you have people that don't do it, and they just tell you about sales, but they don't. But see, there's people that just sell the work, right? There's people they're just salespeople. They call themselves dealers, art dealers, but they're salespeople. I mean, come on, let's keep it real. So these people are not going to give you information as to what it takes to produce artwork. You know what I mean?
Right.
They know how to get it into the market. They know, like, they understand production and that, but they don't understand what it's going to take for you to produce artwork. So you want to get your information for someone, from the specific person. Someone who's producing artwork, get your info from that person. Don't get your info from someone who shows up to the studio once a month.
Right.
Right. Don't get your info from someone who sells a painting once a month. And I mean, if that's what you want, that's awesome. If you just want to sell painting once a month, get your info from someone who's doing it, who's creating flow, who's who's in the battle. This is I heard this thing from someone else too. They said this lady said only if you're bleeding in the arena you should be talking. If you're not bleeding in the arena, you shouldn't be talking. You know,
right,
about the subject.
Well, it was actually Roosevelt.
Was it?
The man in the arena.
Oh, I don't know. I heard it somewhere.
But yes, Brene Brown.
She said that. Yeah, she said that. There you go, Brene Brown. Oh man, look at that. Muy bonito, muy macho. So here we go. I'm gonna use glue again, and guys, I'm taking my time. I'm not going at the speed because I wanna take this time to show you guys what I'm doing and whatnot. So I think another thing that goes without saying, I don't know, is that if you're an artist, you might not know this yet, but you're a laborer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And many people don't behave like laborers. They think it's below them. Like, oh, I'm an artist. I'm just going to create the artwork. And I want someone else to take care of the sales and all that other stuff that I don't care. You know?
Right. Well, we talked about this too. I used to tell you that when, because I've always worked in the retail industry. And I told you that customer service was my most favorite element of selling. And that a lot of people hated that part because they felt like it was beneath them to have to provide service to someone.
Yeah.
And I found that to be the most satisfying, right? Because you're helping someone make a decision and helping them feel special about whatever it is that they're purchasing at that time. And I always looked up to the old retailers, the Neiman Marcus and the Nordsons that you would always hear those stories about the amazing customer service they provided, right?
Yeah, you'll live and die by customer service. And this is when you're starting. I don't know later, but you live and die by customer service. Getting stuff out on time.
Well, and that's been the funnest part, I think, for me too. Like, I love packaging, but more than anything, I love when we get those phone calls from your collectors who tell us their stories about why they bought something or why it means something to them. I think that's always really rewarding to find out why people are connecting to what you do.
Yeah, totally. It's very rewarding. It's very rewarding. For example, we're going to send out, seven commissions out today. It's very rewarding that you're touching all these people in a deeper way, as opposed to maybe picking up something from the shelf. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, they're both great stuff because it's meaningful to the person who's purchasing it, right? Mm-hmm. Very meaningful to them. But when they ask you about something specific like commission, man, I mean, I don't know, guys. I'm just gonna pitch you guys. If you don't have my artwork, you're missing out badly.
You're missing out on my packaging. You're missing out on his beautiful paintings.
And you know what's the cool thing also, I believe? There's a lot of artists who don't make themselves available. And I think that kind of sucks. Like, you should be able to make yourself available to the people. Like, I'm not, I'm just a working artist. I'm not a big artist or anything like that. Like, oh man, the tabloids won't leave me alone. Cha. You know?
Is that what you're going to say when the tabloids can't leave you alone?
Yeah. I mean, like, leave me Lindsay Lohan. I learned that from you.
I know. My sister has that t-shirt, I think.
Leave me Lindsay Lohan.
It's leave Lindsay alone.
Oh, yeah. You know? So, you guys can reach me. You guys can ask me questions. You guys can, chit-chat. If you want a buddy to chit-chat, no, I'll take that back. No, because I'm very busy. But if you guys want to ask a question or whatever, I'll get back to you guys. You know, I like making myself available. This is another thing that I learned from my mentor. I didn't always think like this. I used to think like, I'm too busy for that. I'm always painting. I'm always working. I'm always creating, something. I'm too busy. And then I realized, my mentor told me, dude, look, you're in service. And when you're in service, you have to be available for people. You know? In business, you're in the business of service. Like I create artwork. It's a service. It's a service for people. Yes, it's a product, but it's a service masked in a product. You know? So, there you guys have it. So when I become like the super big star that I'm gonna become,
I love hearing that.
Yeah, you guys are gonna be like, dude, I used to DM that guy. He got back to me. I used to send him texts. I used to email him. We talked on the phone. I asked him about his brushes. I saw that guy real time, live, packaging his work. Putting a dust cover on a painting. and on and on and on. Did I show you guys this piece yet? This baby's going out.
That one's my favorite.
It's going out.
I just love that frame.
That.
And that's one that we made with the local framer, that frame.
Yeah, this is the local frame.
And it's one of my favorite frames. I just think it's so beautiful and timeless.
I like going both local and online. Online for certain things, but we like supporting local businesses as well. I mean, you got to do that. You know, you gotta find out. I mean, you gotta do what works for you as well, of course. But you want to be able to
support small business.
Support small business.
Supporting small business.
Especially small businesses that have their ish together. Like you don't want to be like, I'm going to support small business, and then they're kind of screwing up, and they're not giving you stuff on time and that kind of stuff. Anyways, you guys know what I mean. Take a sip of water. You guys, how's it going, Shanaz? You love that one too. I love that. Kwanish Saiteb Kob, how's it going? Maritza, good to see you here. Support small business, Shanaz. That's awesome. So yeah, guys, I mean that's it right there. Look, I'm gonna be doing some large drawings here. I'll show you guys those later. I got some big papers. I've been meaning to do some large drawings, some charcoal drawings and graphite drawings, and maybe I've been hanging out with some artists lately that have inspired me. I don't know. I've been looking at their pages. I've been looking at their Instagram, and I feel inspired because a lot of this is the cool thing also about Instagram and social media. You get to walk into people's art studios and you get to see what they're doing, and you get to kind of re-inspire yourself, ignite yourself. Maybe you're doing something. Maybe you're on the verge of doing something. Maybe you're afraid, haven't taken the leap yet. And you're like, dude, if I just knew it was all gonna be fine. I'm here to tell you, yeah, but it's a lot of work. Shanaz says, still waiting to buy one of your paintings, Shanaz. Don't wait. Don't wait, do it. Search Meek says, inspiring to me, frame my own work. Awesome, yeah. You gotta do it, guys. Find your thing, find what inspires you, what motivates you. Yeah, I'm gonna put one of these ones up here. See, and I'm gonna use that as a table. Bam! Because I got another little one cooking back here. This is like a cooking show. We have them ready out of the oven. Yeah. Oh, still no delivery to UK. That's why. That's why. Shanaz, I will take care of that. That is my fault. I take full responsibility for that one, Shanaz.
We haven't figured out international, but we're gonna make it work.
Yeah, well, we know how to do it. It's just that we're so used to our system of shipping locally. Okay, in the US. You're having a hard time selling your work. Any suggestions? Yeah. It's people. It's people, my friend. Look at that. It's always people. You gotta reach people. Whether you're doing it locally, you're doing it from home, wherever you're doing it from, it's always going to come down to people. I know it sounds redundant. I know you're gonna be like, dude, I didn't ask you to tell me something obvious. It's obvious. It's not obvious. Go to your groups, the people you know. Here's the very first thing you can start doing. Okay? Here's something very simple for you to start like moving your work. Don't get attached to the price right away. Don't get attached to the price.
What you want to do is move it first.
You want to move it so that you get the feeling and the excitement of understanding that you can move your work, that you can put it into someone's hands that wants it. So don't get so attached to the price. Get your materials and then some, and then move it. And oh yeah. And one of the easiest ways to do that is to start talking to people. Make a list of everyone you know, including your Facebook friends. Write their name down. Make a list. You don't have to get fancy. Just a piece of paper and write everyone you know. Everyone you know. Write their name. And then what you want to do. This is a raw, simple, easy, knock on the door type of approach. Okay? Zero excuses way of doing things. And then what you do is that you create, or if you have a couple of pieces, I suppose you have a couple of pieces already. You tell them, look, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give one away. But you have to be part of my group. You have to be part of my email list or whatever. Right? I'm going to make a raffle. It doesn't have to be this huge painting. It could be a small painting. Make a raffle. Get them excited. Get them excited. Because if they don't want it for free, chances are they're not going to want to pay for it either. A lot of people have this assumption that, oh, only if I charge really expensive, people are going to find value. Yes, but you're talking about a whole other way of selling, which is a more high end. That's when you're already rolling. If you're not doing anything yet, what you want to do is just move it. Get it in the hands of people. Once people do that, next time you show something, they're going to listen to you. Because you brought them value. You brought them something. You put it in their hands. It's going to do two things. You're going to bring value to them. You're going to ship it to them. Or you're going to, if it's local, you're going to do the raffle locally, whatever. And you put it in their hands. What's going to happen is that it's going to create this thing for you that, oh man, I can talk to people. One. Next time you do it, you could do a starting price point. You could do something like, okay, I'm going to do this little painting for, I don't know, $50, right? Don't get crazy on it. Just put it in someone's hand, Give it to someone. Put it in someone's hand. And watch that feeling. Have that feeling go through your veins. Through your heart. Start. Boom, 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 boom. And then it's going to get much easier. You're going to feel more confident. You'll be like, you know what? It's not 50 anymore. It's 75. Now it's 100. That's 200. That's how I started. That's how a lot of people that I know started.
Another great thing to do too, which I know in our early life, like in our early 20s, you would go to popular local cafes and you would say, hey, I have a bunch of artwork. I'll hang it for you and we'll split it.
Yeah.
Whatever you sell, I'll share the proceeds. I'll share the profits with you 50-50.
Yeah,
totally. You used to do that all the time with local cafes because they already have clientele coming in.
The problem is that I used to do this. The problem is that people do that, but they're not aggressive. You have to be aggressive. Here's the key, guys. You want something to work, you have to be aggressive. Shana says that someone's selling our work with UK prices. I don't know. I find the weirdest things online. A lot of people are selling my work, and I have no idea what they're doing. I just hope that they're selling it
For a good price.
For a good price. I just hope they're selling it more expensive than what they bought it for. Yeah, I hope no one's pretending to be me. That would kind of suck. It's hard to be me. Look at me. Look at this beautiful face. It's so hard to be me. Thank you so much for letting me know that, Shanaz. I'll look into it. Also, yeah, what my wife said right now is extremely, extremely, extremely good to do if you haven't done it. Go visit. See, most people do this. People are like, oh, I'm gonna go to a local cafe and I'm going to tell them to hang my paintings. The problem is that you're only thinking about one. You know, this is what worked for me, guys. And I'm preparing I'm preparing little what do you call them? Workbooks, I guess you could call them. Little projects for you guys. What you want to do is you want to be a little bit more aggressive than that. A lot more aggressive than that. Things don't start working unless you start getting a little bit more aggressive. It's like a diet. It never works unless you're like aggressive with it.
Unless you're like committed.
Unless you're committed and you're like, okay, I'm gonna do everything that's that otherwise it doesn't work. So when offering the work to a cafe or one of those places, what you want to do is do the same thing to another 5 cafes. And maybe you don't have enough work. It's okay. Rotate it. Every month, someone else gets it. Every month, someone gets that. So you could have 12 exhibits a year. 12 exhibits a year. Let's say that you only sell 1 artwork per exhibit, okay? You already multiplied yourself there. So I don't know, maybe you sell your pieces at 200, 300, 500, whatever. Maybe 1,000, who knows? But if you sell 12 a year, if you sell it 1,000 each, you already made 12 grand, 12K in a year. From just sharing from cafe to cafe. That's one way. And I'm going minimal, okay? I'm going like not the price point, but how many you can sell. If you're there and if you can't just put him there and then never show up again. You have to put him there, talk to the cafe owner, and be like, dude, I'm going to be coming here regularly. I'm going to be a paying customer. Go get your breakfast there. Remember I used to do that?
Yeah.
I used to sit at the cafe, go get the breakfast, and start talking to people in a polite way, not bothering them or anything. And then what do? Oh, those paintings there, they're mine. I'm a painter. And then people be like, oh, be damned, really? And you know what came out of there? Commissions. Commissions came out of those. Because most people, when they're not really into purchasing artwork, when they think about artwork, they think about, oh, can you paint my puppy? Can you paint my,
Right.
My house or some weird stuff. Someone's always asking something weird. But if you're in the business, you're not going to be like, oh no, I won't paint that for you because, whatever reason you can come up with. Anyways, I hope that you guys got any value out of this little video. Again, thank you so much for tuning in, for checking it out. I got to get back to work. I got to get back to full speed. And take care, guys. Adios. Don't forget to write your questions, guys. Don't forget to DM me if you guys want me to answer something. It's kind of harder to get back over here. Thank you so much, Shanaz. Shanaz says that's why I haven't bought from them. Thank you for keeping it for keeping it with us. I like that. Wonderful ideas, says White Shriek Meek. Awesome. Yeah, just get the work out. That's all you want to do. Get it out. This, by the way, I didn't come up with this. I experienced this, but I did read it from Picasso later on. When I was already doing it, I stumbled up on a Picasso letter or something. Yeah, a conversation he had with a friend. He told his friend asked him the same question, and Picasso answered, "You just got to get it out into the world, and you have to be aggressive about it." So, thank you so much. Wishing you a productive day. I'm wishing all of you guys a productive day. Stay cool and keep working. Keep at it. Adios.